they are putting the people of this country, everyday Americans, absolutely at the bottom of the barrel, and they're putting themselves first.
AOC. Here she is, basically explaining that Republicans are bad because they're into impeachment, something that she was into for an awful long time when there was a certain orange man that was president.
What they're using and what they're doing is taking impeachment and taking all of the most serious procedures that we have as a country, and they're learning to use it for they're politically weaponizing it for an election purpose, for a political purpose, and in doing so, they are putting the people of this country, everyday Americans, absolutely at the bottom of the barrel, and they're putting themselves first. It's a selfishness that really endangers this country. It endangers our electoral process. It endangers our legal process. It's deeply cynical, and it's done to reelect themselves and line their own pockets.
All right. As you know, everything she just said Republicans are doing is exactly what Democrats did when Trump was president, right? 2 impeachments. Nobody even remembers what they were for. Both of them failed, obviously. One of them, the January 6th one, he was already leaving, like he was on the way out anyway, just utterly pointless and utter waste of time and money and brain power and everything else. And there's not a lot of brain power with that woman. So when she talks about Republicans politically weaponizing things for their own benefits, it's the Democrats who literally right now as we speak, who are trying to remove Donald Trump off the ballot. That is, I would say, a mild case of political weaponization. Do you think? Anyway, here's a bit more, because as you know, when the Democrats don't get things the way they want them, then they try to destroy the institutions too. Here's AOC on, maybe just removing Clarence Thomas from the Supreme Court.
So why do you think he should recuse himself?
I mean, I think it's very clear. Clarence Thomas, and rather his wife, Ginny, participated in the events of January 6th. And now what is likely going before the Supreme Court is a judgment as to whether an event that his wife participated in, that his wife has been investigated by in the January 6th committee, qualifies as an insurrection. And Clarence Thomas's decision on that, one way or another, and overall the court's decision on that, would directly implicate his wife. And so this is just one of the most classic textbook conflicts of interest, and it would frankly be a scandal if he did not recuse.
Do you think?
What an absolute farce. And I did watch the extended version of that. He offers no pushback. Anderson Cooper offers no pushback. He is just a corporate mouthpiece. That is all he is. You see what AOC did there at first. At first, she tried to imply that Clarence Thomas himself had something to do with the insurrection. Then she backtracks, says it's all about Ginny Thomas. Again, what she's referring to is that these cases in Colorado, and where's the other one? And Maine, where they've removed Donald Trump from the ballot for insurrection, something he hasn't been convicted of, that's going to obviously, those cases will work their way up to the Supreme Court. And I just have no doubt that the Supreme Court is going to do the right thing and reverse them. But she wants Clarence Thomas to recuse himself from that because she doesn't like Clarence Thomas, because she doesn't like an uppity black guy who doesn't think the way she thinks.